Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 951 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. I'm the host and titular paper eater, Brian Case. And I'm feeling like, well, I'm not going to tell you how I'm feeling because that's going to be revealed in the score. Okay. So let me do that. The suspense builds. What's he typing? Yeah. We're going with a nice, decent 6.5. And I think the second thing we're going to do before we eat our paper, this is a little bit of a pre-course thing or pre-main course appetizer dish. We're going to be giving you a nice heaping of truth. We're going to go on here and verify that you are a fucking liar, Ian 30. Everybody, that is the wrong paper eating installment. Here it is. Is the wrong paper eating installment. There it is. That's the right one. Yeah, thanks, Ian. Thanks. You know, I'm a little older, a little wiser than before, and I can see right through the bullshit. Your bullshit must be made of translucent glass and or plasmic material because I can see right through it. Get out of here. I'm at work till 4:30. Well, you're here now, you know. If you're here for like 1 minute, you might as well be here for all 44 minutes of this stream. I'm kind of doing a ballpark estimate here. It probably isn't going to be that long. I'm so tired. Nice glass of aqua. Yes, I am actually quite proud of myself. It took all the impulse control in the world to avoid the dad's root beer. Also, it's room temperature, so it's like if I actually resort to that because of my sweet tooth, it'll be pathetic. It'll be a whole new low. And I don't want to reach those levels of dietary lows until I'm like in my 30s, all right? This is too early for this shit. Good luck, 18-minute stream. Got some haters over here. It's fine. McBurgerness, you normally have more faith than me in this, you know? It'll be like 19 and a half minutes or something. When I typed that, I didn't hear anything. On whatever device you're watching it on, we got a little life hack here. You can kind of do this or something like that. I'm not normally this mean on my stream, I promise. You got this. Thank you. I will reciprocate that back. You will not get fired today. You will remain employed. What is your job? Because of your name, I keep thinking like Five Guys or something, but I know it's more dignified. You probably work at Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that. You will provide all the quench gum in the world, all the really shitty quench gum that loses its flavor within 5 seconds to all of the thirsty children in the world. You know, quench gum apparently costs so little to make. They could probably just airdrop a bunch of those to African children. They're dying of thirst, you know, and that'll save their lives. Just give them a lifetime supply of quench gum. They'll all be good. FedEx Office Print and Ship Center. So you have a very close relationship with paper. I now understand your attachment to this stream. It's not me. It's the fact that, I hope your job aligns with your passions at least somewhat. And paper is such a huge part of printing centers, FedEx, cardboard boxes, basically thicker colored paper. Am I feeling zesty today? It's always interesting whenever people use that word because I don't know what that word means. Some say it means horny. Actually, yeah, because we had that as word of the day. When we were doing oh shit, I'm grammarian tonight. I have to make a word of the day for Toastmasters. But yeah, there's a Toastmasters meeting where someone's word of the day was zesty. And there are some people during table topics, and some people used it in a horny way. Other people used it in a, I guess, quirky way. So it could either mean, autistic person, stripper, or somehow both, if those two qualities match within the same person. I've had to resist getting a high on my own supply. No, especially when the paper comes out nice and fresh, straight out of fresh and warm and smells good, fresh out of the dryer type stuff. Because my dad talked about how bad paper mills smell like sulfur, but that was back in the industrial era. He's old as hell. So these aren't 1970s paper mills anymore. These are synthetic paper mills, and you get a really nice warm smell. Cool Ranch Doritos are zesty. Okay, so am I feeling in a Cool Ranch Dorito mode? I'm feeling more like, a golden sriracha Dorito, which could mean anything because they're up there in my pantry, and I kind of have the vibe of that today, even though I don't know what they taste like. Also, they're expired up there, so they probably do taste like shit, so I'm kind of scared to just eat those at this point. McBurgerness says gross. Oh, whatever. 1876 paper mill. Well, Wellington. Oh, yeah, Eddington is my movie of the year, by the way. I've watched it twice. It gets better every single time. And I say that every single time with the movies that I watch, that I like, that I show to people. And whenever I'm giving my hard sell on them, that's what I say. But I fucking mean it this time. This movie is excellent. Show off the golden Doritos. Wait, hold on. Let me actually do the stream thing for a second. If you can eat paper, you can eat stale Doritos. No. We want to keep the taste consistent here because, like, that'll interfere with the slightly bitter 2% umami taste that this has. So I don't want to do that. I know people think of this as just, oh, he's a troll and he eats anything. Huge misconception. We very carefully measure out what sodas go with the paper, what the quality of water goes with the paper. I don't get double osmosis filtrated water with the paper because the tastes don't match, and we got to be very careful with that type of stuff. So, and this isn't just a mix and match, one size fits all thing. All right, you try eating paper on video for a little bit, and then you tell me. You tell me if it just tastes good with any random ass thing. But I can show them off. Golden Dorito reveal. My movie of the year is Batman: Dawn of Justice. Oh yeah, that's true. Wasn't that a 2012 movie? Oh no, they probably rebooted it or something. Zack Snyder, you keep winning. Oh god. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Somebody found really old pictures of me at Camp I Can a long time ago. And I looked so bad too. Can't believe it. How the fuck did they find this? Yeah, my hair, it had like a late period Adam Lanza look to it. I've been thinking, yeah, my skin's getting all crusty and dry. I'm getting crow's feet, but honestly, truly and honestly, it's a glow up compared to this. We're all good. Oh, this was when I had the New York Times newspaper subscription. And I was just, oh man, yeah, I was just like reading the newspaper every morning. Good times. Holy shit. Yeah, no, everybody, this was back in the day. Everybody had to wear masks. But I wasn't. I had a mask of my own. I was and also I can legally show these because all their faces are covered, so it's all good. That was my mask. It was that thing. Very fucking sweaty in there. 5 years ago to the day. I got to go work for 7 minutes. It's very minimal pay. I'm trying to spice things up. Yeah, and I'm trying to have a good culinary experience. When I taste the Sriracha Doritos, and I can confirm, because I don't know what they taste like yet, and the risk aspect of it, it does scare me a little bit. Because if things go wrong, it can go horribly wrong, and I can have a gut reaction. I can also get colon cancer, too. That's a possibility. Try them on stream. You know what? I'm not going to be a mouth prude. I will change my mind. I don't do this often, but I will change my mind. Let me down this last piece and find them in the pantry while I look at these horrid pictures. Octavio, how could you, man? Oh my god. That's obscene. All right, well, we're going to that's not the pantry. That is my plate cupboard. Oh, great. Guaranteed fresh until 6/29. Can you give me like a year? Oh, the 8th of April of this year. Yeah. I mean, EpiPens have expiration dates. Like, does that even really mean anything? It's just obligatory because the government makes them do it, And plus, if the government is forcing you to put an expiration date on an EpiPen juice, then I mean, this is all microplastic. Yeah, microplastic on a fake corn, grown in RFK's backyard or RFK Jr.'s backyard. So it's like, can this stuff really expire? I'm sure they have to put expiration dates on like the ground beef at McDonald's, but none of that's ground beef. It's like 2% meat. All right. Now, see, the thing they fucked up with here is Sriracha is spicy and sweet. It's two separate tastes provided by two separate ingredients. This is only the sweet part. You can't just dumb down the spice here because you're a mainstream chip company and get away with it, Doritos. It's all about the duality with Sriracha. You can't just tone down one thing and think that it'll be proportional. The taste is all fucked up. And I'm ignoring the bad texture because these are stale and expired. But ooh, that was an experience. Now, I'll be saving those because we're going to have a big plate of Doritos because Reina likes normal Doritos. I'm just going to sneak a couple of those in there, as a nice going away gift before she goes to Arizona. Also, everybody, celebrate Raina leaving. Interesting way to word it. Yeah, let's celebrate her getting the fuck out of here and give a waving goodbye emoji. Bonus points if it's a black hand emoji waving goodbye. So do that. This stream is awesome. I'm glad you got your rocks off to me. Really, by the way, this taste is going to stick in my mouth for the rest of the week. So, yeah, great. All right, well, enough awesomeness for one stream. Let's just eat it and wrap it up. There you go. Bye, Raina. That's a kind of a mixed race hand. I mean, you can get blacker than that. But we're off to a good start. Who fucking supplied these pictures, man? Actually. That was pretty good. This counselor was a real pain in my ass, by the way, for the record. Who took these pictures and who supplied? Tavio was not here when we were doing this in 2020, so I don't know where he got those from. I don't know where. But anyways, yeah, you found a really good time to do this in the middle of my stream, so I'm glad I was able to broadcast those. So, if anybody doubts my big sob stories about being in Camp I Can and now I'm a counselor here, there you go. I was honestly doubting. A part of me was doubting that we could get blacker than Ian's hand. But Mr. Gecko, you have out-melanated him. Thank you very much. It's all about representation and also encouraging Raina to leave because, she needs to get away from this house and orbit around something else. She's so sick of all of us, So, again, this is great in spirit. This is the sentiment we want. Why don't they have a green hand? Well, again, the people with green skin only make up about 0.000000253% of the population. I mean, I feel like sooner or later, the people who are very pro-representation by proxy will, force them at gunpoint to include a green hand emoji. But, I mean, until then, they're just a pretty insignificant part of the population. Perfect time for you to come in, Jazz, with dinosaur emoji. Welcome to the stream. We do not have OBS right now, so I can't give you the very cool black silhouette applause graphic. But come the next stream, probably, and I'll probably remember to use OBS that time. I'm just getting lazy today. This is a very unique week, a huge transitional period for all of us. So right now, things are moving a little slow, a little stagnant. This is a difficult but necessary part of the streaming process, of the governmental project process, of my life, the entirety of my life. I'm going to look back at this and fucking laugh. I'm going to belly laugh. So glad that one guy's not in the stream today. And you're a very judgmental person, but I have to side with you here. He's nice in general, but I don't know what his deal is, but he is still posting. I feel like he is somebody I knew in high school or something, or maybe he's a completely random guy who just he actually lives in Mexico. He did send me those pictures, but I made the fateful decision to unblock him, and now he's like, there's a lot of, let me see. Yeah, I didn't even see this story ever, and he's still making these, which is, if I scroll through these, he's still updating this little bitch-ass portfolio he has. I don't know what that is. That's not Brian related. Get that out of there. I do like that picture, silver lining to every dark cloud, huh? Not sure about that one. That one's not very good. Body proportions are all off. Made my head big, made his head normal sized. The hell, man. That one's good. I don't know what that means. Yeah, and this new one, which is a masterpiece. I feel like that's my favorite one so far. I'm sure it's really nice. He's creating some lore of his own. Full disclosure, I want to warn everybody, those are not real pictures, okay? So if you think that I am associating with any particular gangs, I mean, if I am, it's not publicly disclosed in those pictures, that's for sure. So, deep fakes, not real. The guy is worth negative 1,000 dab emojis. Make that 1,500. Well, I mean, again, actually, I'll bring it down to negative 500 dab emojis because he is putting the effort into using an Instagram template to crop my face out and put me on some random Mexican stock photo gangster body. Mr. Gecko says this is so peak. This is in the stream, or that is in his artwork, his deviant art fan art. I'll go with both. Yeah. Oh, the artwork. Thanks, man. I'm glad I could figure out who Sean Kazam's alt account really was. Thank you, Mr. Gecko. You did good, dude. You did good. I mean, the effort speaks more than the results of the effort. You know, just the thought counts. 3 more pieces, gentlemen, and then I'm out of here. Another short stream, I know, but I need to rest. And there is one more day of this summer camp project. And after that, I'm out of here. And we will be resting. We will be in LA for about 5 days. We're going to be doing some LA streams. It might be a different time too, because there will be a non-existent schedule. Hopefully, I will remember to do these streams because whenever I have no schedule, I treat days off as an absolute day off. I forget to eat my meals, you know, so that's how much I don't do, which is bad. I like to be doing shit. So hopefully I do some shit, including the shit I'm doing right here. So hopefully. Can you please smoke cigarettes on stream? Well, I am not an unhealthy person, but when I do kind of fall into my first midlife crisis, now people say it first happens at around the age of 34 and a half. We'll wait till then, unless people are willing to Venmo me money up front in the Venmo account first for a single cigarette, because my sister used to smoke and she used to store them in a Bob Ross mint tin, and I stole one out of curiosity. Also, I did a gig with this Craig guy. He was weird and he smelled funny. And there was his roommate who rolled me 3 personalized cigarettes. I smoked one. The tobacco was bad, but I kept the other 2, and they're in my closet somewhere. I'll buy the cigarette. Brian on cigarettes. No, I'm not a cigarette smoker. I mean, when I can, I will, and I'm not a heavy smoker too, so I do a little bit of coughing and sputtering like a little bitch. But Jazz, can you say something cool before I die? Hey, you've been insinuating this whole and building the suspense towards your explosion, and you did explode, but it seemed like you just busted a gasket or like a blood vessel or something because you're still here, right? The explosion was a little bit of a false alarm. So, Mr. Gecko, give me a date on your death, and we'll arrange a funeral in advance. But I don't want for you to, you know, come back to life or something like that, or for you to be mistakenly pronounced dead by the coroner. Okay, like actually die if you're gonna say you're gonna die. Or not, you could have the continuing storyline, you know, happen. I mean, if you give the date to be like a year in the future, then you can drag the suspense out there. Implosion. Yeah, I feel like it's the streams. I feel like the streams are kind of putting a bunch of radio waves in your head that are that may or may not be causing a killer migraine. Brian, let me know when you can meet up for some more interviewing. Excellent question. Oh man, you're really taking your time with this documentary, which is really good. I'm really in support of that, because that means it's going to be extra good. So I think it's going to be busy for me for the next couple weeks, but when I get back from LA, which will be around the 9th, I have a gig right after that. We'll find some time after I get back, but not for the next couple of weeks. But I don't think you and I are going anywhere. So I'll be around. I'll text you, or just interrogate me on stream again when I'm back from LA, and you'll know I'm back from LA because the surroundings in this stream will change if I, you know, am able to keep the streams consistent. You know. Third to last piece, second to last piece. Mr. Gecko is associated with Jazz. Okay. I mean, they appear to be talking like old middle school classmates, so I'm going to assume the 2 of you are associated. So awesome. People bring more people to the stream. That is how the internet works. And this is why we're famous now. This is why we have a whole 4 viewers, huh? Not 2, not 3, but 4. We have a little bit of water left. Let's see. I've never met Jazz in my life. So you say. Internet anonymity. You guys want to keep it on the down low, but I can recognize middle school banter with a familiar friend when I see it. I think hamburgers and cheeseburgers go well with fries. That would be a really cool thing to say if it weren't for the fact that, like, you're considering hamburgers as a possible alternative to cheeseburgers, which either means that you're lactose intolerant, which is nerdy and not cool, or uh, you're lame and you like hamburgers, just like meat and bread, which is psychotic. So, some points off for that. But aside from that, you're all right. You're all right, Jazz. Also, I like your name. Mm. But it's true. They do go well with fries. And I'm actually out of water. Swallowed the water. Gut reflex kept the paper on my mouth. You know, these are my training reels. All right. Can I be a big boy and actually just swallow the paper by itself? Let's find out. There we go. Thank you very much for watching day 951 of eating a sheet of paper a day. I'm so fucking tired. I will see you tomorrow. That'll be day 952. That'll be right after my final day is done. I might be dead. It might be a 2-minute stream or no stream at all, pre-recorded, but the streams will be back, despite what monkey type shit might say. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. Jazz, you're about to be disappointed, all right? But there will be many more streams, possibly thousands and thousands more. Goodbye forever. All right.